So starting off with the main deck here, we have two of the Eldritch Golden Boy. He's the heart and soul of the Eldritch deck, as you guys would probably know. Just the fact that he is removal, he comes back by sending traps to the graveyard, which gets your engine started. He is absolutely insane, basically. Only playing 2 copies because 3 can be a bit bricky, so I think 2 is perfectly fine. But with Bystials and all that in the format, you could potentially test with 3 Eldritch. For the supporting engine, we have 2 Fallen of Albaz. This is because we play the branded fusion package, and Albaz is essential for that. Again, you can play 1, but with all the removal and Bystials are in the format, and also that fact that you want 1 in deck most of the time, so you can get the full advantage of your branded fusion, is why we are playing 2. And then for the last monster in the deck, we have the 1 Dogmatika Ecclesia. Basically just to get you your mini Dogmatika engine started, gets you the Dogmatika Punishment, which then sends you cards from the extra deck to the graveyard, giving you more advantage. So it's 5 monsters in the extra deck, in the main deck, apologies. Let's move on to the spells. We have the Draw Power, which is double Pot of Extravagance. Basically, you just want card advantage, and I feel like Pot of Extravagance gives you that. You can play Prosperity, but in a trap deck like this, you just really do need cards over your opponent. We have triple of the Nadir Servant. This card is just ridiculous in my opinion, really slept on card. You only need the 1 Ecclesia because you can pick her up from the graveyard regardless anyway. So even if she is in the grave, you can use your Nadir Servant, and it sends from the extra deck to the graveyard. It's basically a better engage in my opinion. We have triple of the Branded Fusion. Card's really good, gives you access to all your branded cards and your amazing fusions from the extra deck. Able to disrupt your opponent with your Mirror Jade, non-targeting banish, sends cards from the extra deck to the graveyard for cost as well. So really, really nice. And we have the triple of the Cursed Land, just the rotor for the Eldritch. Pay 800 and feel great, basically summarizes this card. Moving on to the traps, and there are a lot of traps. We have triple of the Scarlet Sanguine, triple of the Conquistador, and triple of the Hakero. Just maximizing on them so you can see them, get your engine started. You sort of want to outgrind your opponent. Scarlet Sanguine gets you the Eldritch, Conquistador is the pop, and the Hakero is the banish. So that's basically what we're doing. And then they of course banish themselves to recycle. Moving on for the other traps, we have triple of the Solemn Strike. I feel like people, underestimate just how good a well-timed strike can be. I still think it's absolutely insane. Just pay 15 and either negate a monster effect, which could be like an Ash or something on your Sanguine, or you can just basically stop a special summon, which is usually like a Link summon or anything like that. 2 Ice Dragon's Prison, more aimed towards Telements in a way. You can banish them, you can add, summon them to your field, basically to stop them resolving effects. You can also, like, for example, special summon like the Bystial, whatever they target something in their graveyard, you can take it away and, nullify that Bystial. We have double of the Dogmatika Punishment, searchable with Ecclesia, and basically you can send your Entis and go, 2 for 1, which is always really nice in Yu-Gi-Oh! We have the Floodgates, double that can be only 1, double goes in match, triple Rivalry, and triple Skill Drain. Basically, if your opponent can't play the game, you're winning, because that's how Eldritch plays. You sort of just want to outgrind them, slow the game down to a standstill, and then sort of, take over from there. So that's it for the main deck, and we'll be now moving on to the extra deck. Moving on to the extra deck, let's get on to our big dragons. We have triple of the Mirror Jade Dragon. Of course, we are playing Extravagance, so we want to, keep at least 1 copy in the extra deck at all times, just so we have the ability to make it off our other dragons. We have triple Albion, basically same reason we're playing Extrav and we need 1 of them to survive. 1 Lubellion, basically just because I think Albion's a bit better in making the Mirror Jade, so the Lubellion isn't that important. Lubellion does have the ability, to make other things that aren't the other dragons. You can make an Ash Dragon in a pinch, but usually you're going to be sending this to the graveyard to get your Dogmatika engine started at the end phase. We also have our triple Entis, just because this card's really good. When it goes to the graveyard, just pops a card in the field, and if we play 3, 1 will survive after we Extrav, meaning our Dogmatika Punishment is a 2 for 1. So that is it for the fusion monsters. Let's move on to the other cards that we're playing. We're playing 2 of the Constellar Pallades. We can make this off our Eldritch traps because they're level 5 lights, and then during either player's turn you basically get like a compulsory evacuation device, which is really nice. And we have our Link Spider, which is what we make off our traps. We need them in the graveyard. Our Eldritch traps can be linked off into the Link Spider, since they are considered, you know, as having no effects. And we have the one BLS, just sort of as a alternate win condition. If you make this, you know, can't be destroyed, has a lot of protection, and, you know, when he attacks and destroys things, he gets really cool effects. So that's it for the extra deck. Moving on to the side deck here, we got triple Lava Golem. This is just sort of an answer to those combo decks. You can just absorb 2 of their monsters, give them a Lava Golem, and basically just laugh at them. We have the one Necro Banshee with the Zombie World. This is the reason why we are playing triple of the Rivalry, because if you get the Rivalry with your Zombie World, you can sort of lock them into only zombies, and then, you know, good luck with that for them. And you can continue playing because your Eldritch engine is all zombies. We have the one Harpy's Feather Duster, just to deal with other back row decks. Triple Evenly Matched as a sort of, you know, countermeasure to those combo decks. Force them to sort of, you know, equalize the field, and then you can go from there. Triple Lord, this is for when we are going first. Gives you protection, and it's sort of like a mini trap tricks. When you do use a trap, it sort of summons itself and sets a spell or trap. And we have triple of the anti-spell. We don't play many spells, so if we go against a deck that does, you know, we can slow them down, and against pendulums we just automatically win.
It's time! Let's go!